okay, back to the class. I got sidetracked with poop. Hey everybody. I am now 39 weeks and still pregnant. So, in case you were wondering, very pregnant. This may possibly be my last update. I'm not sure. Even if I am still pregnant next week, I'm not sure if there will be an update just because of time and my sister's getting here, and so I'm gonna try really hard to put up a 40-week update if I'm still pregnant. It's also just so surreal that now, instead of looking at like, oh, how much further I have to go in the pregnancy and oh, I got a few more weeks or just a couple more months or whatever, now it's like looking at things that are going to be happening after the pregnancy, that possibly the next update I do, I will have a baby in my arms to show y'all, and that just is like, oh my goodness. So Josh and I did take a labor and delivery class last week, and it was really good. I'm so glad that we were both able to go. It was hilarious because they showed like a live birth and all the guys in the room were kind of like trying not to look. And Josh was like, oh, I don't know if I want to see another girl's vagina with a baby coming out of it. So I told him that if he doesn't want to look when the head is coming out, I really won't be offended. I don't think I want to look. I mean, I say that now because I know they can hand you a mirror and you can look if you want to. I'm not sure I want to look. I don't know, and I don't blame him if he doesn't want to, you know, peek down there when the head is coming out. That's up to him. I also told him that if I poop on the table and if I poop during birth, that he better not tell me. And my sister will be in the delivery room too, and she better not tell me. I don't want to know if I poop on the table, okay? I don't want to know. That's girl. I just don't want to know. Let ignorance be blissful for me, okay? The doctors, I know it happens. It's nothing, you know, the doctors see it all the time, but I just don't want to know I pooped myself. Oh, but okay, back to the class. I got sidetracked with poop. We did also go over breathing techniques, which was really fun. You know, the whole where he sits behind me and we pretended that we were having contractions and we were supposed to breathe through them. And I told him, I was like, I just don't want you to keep telling me breathe. Like, what the heck does that mean? Shut up. Like, so I've already told him, I'm like, if that's your only thing you're gonna be saying is breathe, then just don't say anything, okay? I know I need to breathe, okay? If you're gonna do it, like, look at my face and like, breathe with me, Emma. Like, do it with me, or something. That'd be more helpful than just breathe, Emma. Breathe. So we'll see what happens, but I told him, like, don't do that, please. That's annoying. Another thing that I've noticed, and this has actually been for the past couple weeks, maybe just the last, I don't know, 3-ish weeks, is it's just how nice people have been. So I feel like finally I'm at that point where I just really look like I'm about to pop. I just look really pregnant now. And so I feel like people are like, oh, she's so pregnant. Especially because I'm so short. They're probably like, I'm like waddling, little waddling pregnant girl. Just the smiles, I guess, like when I'm walking around the store, people, other moms, other women will look at me and smile. So that's been kind of nice, I guess. I mean, it's just an interesting thing I noticed. My due date is next Friday. I mean, my due date is next Thursday, which 7 days from now. Crazy. So here's the thing. He needs to come like 2 days after my due date. He needs to come on like May, what is it, 28th, 29th, 30th or 31st, which is a Saturday or Sunday. That would be perfect. I really want him to stay until next week, until my sister gets here, because I want her here. But then I don't want him to stay in too long past my due date, for one, because he's just getting really heavy, and for two, Josh has a promotion test coming up, and it was supposed to be the 20th, this past week, and they had to reschedule it, but they don't know when. They're like, oh, sometime in June. So it could be the beginning of June, and I just want the baby to be here already. I don't want us to have to be worrying about when the baby's going to be born and Josh trying to take this really big promotion test that he has coming up. I want, you know, him to be able to not worry like going taking the test and I'm so pregnant I could possibly go into labor while he's there taking his test. So we'll just be on baby watch next weekend and we'll see what happens. I did have a dream that I had the baby. That was like, I had a dream today that I had the baby, and it was like the weirdest dream because the baby came out with like glasses, not sunglasses, but like reading glasses. And then I'm like, where's Josh? And then Josh was like playing basketball and he was like off doing something else. And I'm like, you do realize like we just had a baby? He's like, oh yeah, I know. It's just that you were passed out. I'm like, well, why aren't you taking care of the baby? It was weird. I don't know why I had a 1-year-old baby with glasses and Josh didn't care and why I passed out, but I just thought that was a really weird dream, and I feel like I'm starting to have more of these types of dreams of having the baby, or like I guess being anxious about the baby coming, so I keep having like these types of dreams. So the last thing I want to talk about really quick is just sort of mentally how I'm feeling right now, going on now that I am 39, working on this very last week, this very end of the pregnancy. I mean, I really have felt good this whole pregnancy, second trimester, even all the way up until maybe 3 weeks ago, which is about the time that my belly sort of like popped and I feel like he got really heavy. It's just mentally been really hard on me because I have always been very active, and I talked a little bit about this in one of our vlogs, but I've done sports since junior high, and then I've just always, you know, I'm actually certified as a personal trainer. I've been able to stay very active this whole pregnancy. I've walked a lot. I was still lifting not till, you know, just not that long ago. And just, you know, with these last few weeks, the baby has just taken his toll on my body. I can't, you know, and it's taken mentally, it's been hard. One of the things you do when you're working out is like you try to mentally break past plateaus. So, you know, you tell yourself like, you can do it, come on, one more, or, you know, just push past this tiredness, one leg in front of the other, one more mile, whatever you do to talk yourself into doing a little bit more. And you can't really do that when you're this pregnant. I mean, it's okay to be this pregnant and it's okay to rest and everything, but it's just really hard for me to be like, I'm not being lazy, I'm just creating a human, and this human now weighs, you know, maybe 7 pounds. I have always told myself that when I get pregnant, I would never use my pregnant, like my postpartum body as my before picture. I've always said that because I don't think that's fair. Because of what your body went through to create a life, you shouldn't beat it down for that or look down upon it for doing what it had to do to bring this miracle into the world. Once the time comes that I'm allowed to work out again, I really don't want to be using my like, oh, this was me right after birth, look how fat I was, or look how not in shape I was, because it's not true. That body was not brought about by being out of shape. It was brought about by being pregnant, which is just completely different. I don't know, I hope that makes sense. I don't want to get like too much into it, but I hope that makes sense a little bit. It's just been, again, mentally really hard for me to slow down and to not beat myself up for being so tired, for just walking up the stairs, or even just standing too long now. I'm like, I need to sit down. And especially because this whole pregnancy I have been pretty active. So just these last few weeks that I've really had to slow down. Really all I have, and I just can't believe that we're here at 39 weeks and may or may not be my last one. And so we'll see next week if there's a 40-week update. And then there's going to be an update 1 week old little baby, you know? I mean, it's just wow. I'm excited, y'all. I'm ready. We're ready to meet him. I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to see what he looks like and just hold him. And all the little clothes that I've had, I just look at him and I'm like, oh, you're gonna be in these. And I just can't wait to just see him on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and do belly shots now, and I just want to thank y'all all for watching, and we'll see you maybe next week. Bye.